Welcome to this week's episode of SBXIV, the podcast about Final Fantasy 14, I guess, because 15's not out. It'll never be out. 13 sucks, and XIV is not 16.
Nope. 15's never coming out.
It's never coming out. Is what?
16 is XVI, right?
Yeah, I know. Okay, I had to think about that for. I'm like, what? Like,
learn your Roman numerals. We're gonna get to Final Fantasy L at some point. I'm gonna laugh.
What's L?
That's what, 50? Yeah, L is 50.
Are we gonna be alive?
At this rate, no.
Well, you're not. You're.
Shut up.
I'm not sure I will be either, so we're good. So it is. Gosh damn! It's a Wednesday. It's a hot freaking Wednesday, August 19th, 2015. Before we continue on, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to our Patreon subscribers. I'm going to do a rundown of all their names this time because I'm sure we left out names last time and we got a new name this time. So I'm just going to say yay to everyone right now. Woohoo! We want to thank Blair, Robla Andrews, Claude Thompson the third. Dude, that's such a cool name. I want to be Calaera the third.
I was almost a third, and I'm so mad I wasn't. I was.
Really?
I ended up being fucking junior like a jackass.
That's lame.
Stupid grandfather, he ruined it.
Oh. If you were a third, that would like up your sex appeal so much.
Right? And then like it would go with the mustache. I'd walk around in a fucking monocle and a top hat. It'd be amazing.
Oh my gosh. You would be so cool. But if you're like junior, then
I don't know, junior, I feel I have a backwards baseball cap with a little propeller on its head.
I was gonna say,
and like the freckles and it's like
Tweedledee and or Tweedledum.
Like from The Simpsons and shit. Oh god.
That's not sexy.
No, it's like the opposite of sex. It's anti-sex.
It's like the inverted boner.
It is the best birth control you can ever have.
We also like to give a shout out to Leandrin Platinum Soul, Andrew Drake, Jeffrey Lott, and Matthew Zalgo. Thank you again for subscribing to our Patreon. We are now up to $81. If we get to 100, that means we produce.
Oh no.
That means we actually have to work.
We have to do this.
So seriously, thank you guys. It means a lot, and I'm still surprised this even happens.
Yeah, I am too, and it means so much because then our hosting is taken care of, and right now, Orphan is working on the layout. He sent me a message online. He's like, the last time I put the SBXIV layout up, it was just to slap something on there. This time, I'm going to put effort. I'm like, yes!
Effort!
Effort!
It's nice to see that money going to good cause.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully, we'll be able to get some cool things to give away, like our carbuncle thing. Do some more cool things in the future.
What was that? In the future, yeah.
In the future, yeah.
Maybe a copy of FF14.
For a friend.
For a friend.
Who you can recruit for a Quintania amount.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Time cards also help, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be helpful too.
Anyways, we are going to be talking about the rumors of the 3.1 patch that's going to be coming up sometime soon. We don't know when. Could be, well, not tomorrow. Could be Friday. No, not Friday, because that's the beginning of the 14-hour broadcast of the 2-year anniversary of Final Fantasy 14. So it's not really
come, on Tuesdays, though.
Yeah.
Right? Monday night to Tuesday. Because it's Patch Tuesday.
You're right. It could be Monday night, Tuesday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I still can't believe it's been 2 years. I'm still a little blown away by that.
I actually was talking about that on Monday. I was like, oh shit, this game's been out for 2 years. Damn.
Well, shit, longer than that if you want to count 1.0.
Yeah, I was thinking like 2 years. It's been 2 years, and then I'm like, but I have a legacy patch. Then I've been here longer.
Yeah, but I mean, you can kind of say 1.0 is its own game. So when you say this game,
Yeah, I agree.
That's very true. Anyway, so going into the meat of things, if you are interested in finding more about this, there is a brief summary on ffx.sakura.ne.jp/ff14, the numbers 14, not XIV. These are where we have taken our patch rumors. It's been translated on a Google Doc that has been floating around. We're going to start off with the main quest. So apparently there's a rumor that we're going to be getting 2 instance dungeons, 2 new ones, which is the same as last time, except last time we got 3. Though 2 is new, 1 was a hard mode. Was it? Or was it 2 hard mode, 1?
We generally get 1 new one and 2. That's like the formula. 1
Yeah.
like new dungeon and 2 sort of rehashes.
I guess
Yeah.
we're not in a position where we need hard modes just yet. So kind of build the base, and then near the end of the patch cycle, like 3.4 or 3.5, actually introduce the hard modes.
Could be.
Yeah.
But I am a little sad that it's only 2. I mean, look at the cycle that we have currently with experts. You have Neverreap and you have Fractal. And
now it's going to be
the next 2, yeah. No, because theoretically those 2 would drop off from experts, right? That's how it's done in the past.
Yes, that's
right.
correct.
So it would be the 2 new ones. So like right now we're sitting here with, crossing your fingers, I don't want Neverreap, I don't want Neverreap, I don't want Neverreap. Next pack's going to be, I don't want X. So like you don't get that 1 extra dungeon that kind of adds that little bit of freshness.
50-50.
Yeah, it's 50-50 instead of 33%. And that 33% really does kind of liven up your experts even a little bit.
I mean, I can kind of understand why they may not want to include 3 dungeons per patch. I mean, it's a lot of work.
It's probably taxing. It's taxing.
Yeah.
I'm just talking from a player's perspective. Neverreap.
You want Neverreap because
I got Neverreap, and I remembered why I didn't want to go back in there. Now I'm done with it. Okay, so for about a week and a half, my experts were Fractal, just back to back, and every time I ran it with somebody else outside of my normal expert, it was Fractal. I was kind of missing Neverreap, and then I got back in, and I remembered why I hated that fucking place.
Every single time I get in there, I start to cry. I'm like, I always send a message to Orphan like beforehand. I said, like, if we get Neverreap, don't be upset if I just drop the party, because I probably will, and I don't care about taking a penalty, and I'm really sorry I'm going to leave you with people, but I can't do it. I just can't. And other times, even if I'm with a full free company party, the thought is always in my head, maybe I'm going to commit suicide and just jump off the edge.
I mean, it's not even like it's hard. It's just that last boss is fucking tedious and annoying.
No, I mean, that's just it.
It is.
It's not even the last boss. As from a mage's perspective, the second boss is also a bitch because you have to stop and carry the totems out. I mean,
Actually, all the bosses are kind of annoying. It's like, let me disappear. Then you gotta run around and find me.
I just burned my cooldowns, you motherfucker.
I mean, I've gotten to the point where now I know when I can burn Enochian, which is great. I mean, I know that at the first half of the first boss, I'm not going to use Enochian. I'm just going to wait until he disappears and then the feathers pop up, and then I'm going to bust my Enochian out. But I hate this.
I agree.
So I'm hoping that we're going to get something really interesting from these dungeons. I'm kind of like mind boggled. Like, what are they going to give us? Because we've seen all sorts of cool things already, right?
Well, remember, it includes a new story, so we're going to have new sites to see and whatnot.
Oh, that's right.
Because we are leading up to the whole, and I'm going to avoid spoilers, battle with our friends. Yes.
Yep. We're going to be continuing the battle. And so it's going to be really interesting to see how that's going to turn out. I would like to see more of something like Stone Vigil, where we're fighting creatures of that sort. It'll be interesting. I'm excited. But what I'm more excited about, it's like I'm just really tickled about it. Like the 24-man raid. It's like,
God.
No.
No?
No, not at all.
Go.
Why?
Why aren't you excited about that? Go ahead.
The idea of it, it's cool. Like 24-man raid, that's cool. The the execution, if it's anything similar, like remotely similar to the Crystal Tower saga, forget it. It's just a pain in the ass. No one
Well,
loved doing World of Darkness the 70th time.
I didn't
No one
love
loved,
doing World of Darkness, but I loved World of Darkness.
right? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the idea of it is neat. It's like, woo, look at this. It requires this many people, and uh, that's great and all, but when you just sort of put that into the mix of we run with people who deliberately make things bad, let's put it that way,
hmm
it just becomes like I only had 45 minutes to play, and theoretically that's enough to beat 24-man raid version 1 for 3.1, but a couple of kids or adults, who knows, decide that they want to waste, you know, 20 some odd people's time, and you're shit out of luck, pretty much. And I'm almost certain that's happened to everyone here more than once.
Of course. I mean, the thing is that I try and do it earlier on, where the better equipped
Where
players.
people are just like,
Just spamming it and
get
getting
it done.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It's just,
Like I've
what
talked with
if
many
you
people about
physically
this.
cannot,
Yeah,
right?
you don't do Crystal Tower on a Monday.
And
You just
it's
don't. If you value
unfortunate.
your sanity, you just don't do it then.
It's unfortunate because sometimes Monday would be the only day. What if you're traveling for business or so, I don't know, whatever. Bottom line is, if Monday was the only day that you could, and you're the kind of person who's like, I really want to get this done, you're just going to not really enjoy your Monday night 24-man raid runs. It's just a pain thinking about it. I'm cringing, just not looking forward to it. I mean, the it's it's a good addition. I like the idea. I hope the storyline's kind of neat, and the fights were genuinely really cool. Like on their own, minus the 24-man version of it. Like sort of was cool. I really like the idea where you get sucked in and stuff. So if they still add like crazy mechanics like that, or they continue on with like the really neat mechanics and stuff, which I hope they will. I look forward to seeing it like at least once.
I am. Well, I'm probably gonna do it until it drives me crazy, and after a while, I just stop doing World of Darkness because it did drive me crazy. Though I really want the minions, so I just have to find 23 suckers.
Good thing I have a couple of those already.
You motherfucker! I've lost every single roll.
I know.
Every single roll on the
I've
cloud, on Onion Knight, on the Gala Kitten. Oh, my heart. I'm glad I don't give a shit about minions.
I
me
do.
too.
I just spent like not 400. No, yeah, 400, almost 500k on minions. Just
See, I'm very
cute.
much a person that if it's in a cash shop, I'll buy it in a heart. I will buy it in a cash shop in a heartbeat, and whatever. But if I have to like sit there and grind it, my luck is shit. I'm not gonna bother. It hurts.
Yeah, I would gladly get cash shop items. But going back to the 24-man raid, apparently it's going to be original 214. There is something having to do with airships. You can use airships to float around to islands and explore them once you land. Anyone can join in, so you don't have to have completed Crystal Tower beforehand. So if you are a new player and you're going, what the fuck is Crystal Tower? Don't worry about it. You don't have to complete it. You don't have to worry about it at all. Just have done the story, get to 60, and do the quest when it comes out. Then you'll get to do it. Woohoo!
The only thing that lets me down about this, and I don't know if I'm alone in this, I probably am, is the fact that everyone was kind of speculating that if a 24-man raid for 2.0 was Crystal Tower, then maybe the 24-man raid for 3.0 will be another Final Fantasy themed. And the fact the Warring Triads in Az's Law, I was really, really gunning that it would be 6 themed. And now I'm severely let down. I'm very, very sad.
No, I was just gonna say I'm a little bit disappointed that it is FFXIV original.
Yeah, well, I'm happy that it is, because yay, new things to see, but you put the Warring Triad in front of me, and then you just kind of leave it dangling there. It's like, it better come back in some way, because I need to hear Dancing Mad in Soken style.
Ooh,
I'm fairly sure it's going to come back. I mean, there is so much story, and I know that the Garleans are still wanting to do stuff. So, I mean, we still have to worry about them.
And I have a feeling that's what the 24-man raid is, because that ship that they talk about in the Sea of Clouds is, quote, supposedly a hint to what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's very, very clearly Garlean tech, or like maybe newer Allegan. So,
it could be newer Allegan. I mean, I've only seen a screenshot of it, and it's an outline.
right.
So,
oh no, I've seen it in game.
For those
seen
who,
it.
I've
are
actually seen it in
listening
game.
and don't know what we're talking about, that there was a period of time on Guildwork Reddit, probably Twitter as well, where people were like, "What's this?" and posted a picture of like an airship at the Sea of Clouds, just sort of off in the distance. This also was right after someone asked about it in a live letter, and they're like, "I don't know what it is. Herder, what could it be?" And then people started actually looking for it, and sightings, yada yada.
I'm wondering if I'm pretty damn sure I took a screenshot of it, but no, I've seen it in game. It looked like, how to explain it? You know, old Viking ships, how they have all the oars coming out the sides?
yeah.
It looked like a oval version of that, without like the dragon head on the tip, but it looked like reddish brown and kind of Allegan meets Garlean.
Maybe the Garleans took Allegan tech?
Or, I mean, maybe that's just where the 24-man raid takes place, in there.
It's going to be interesting, yeah.
Somehow we enter it to the Sea of Clouds. Well, somehow the quests are probably in Sea of Clouds.
I'm just excited. I just want to know more about 3.1. I mean, in general, because just the stuff that they've been talking about in these notes it has me excited, especially the beginner's palace, which has a question mark in this Google Doc. But apparently in this area, which is supposed to be a large facility or area, but it's been postponed and they're not sure if they will release it for the upcoming patch of 3.1. But basically, you can go there and practice mechanics. So if you're a person who is just not completely sure what to do when you see something, apparently you can practice it. And then there's going to be training dummies that will measure your DPS without the use of third-party programs. So if you're on a PS4, now you have a training dummy that will tell you, hey, this is what you're doing, and this is what you're not doing, and this is why you suck, or this is why you're great. So I think that's pretty cool. So then I don't have to go, oh, can someone tell me what my DPS is?
Now, I'm hoping they're actually going to tell you, like, at least in some form of detail, what's doing what.
If it, like, indicated it in, like, colors, like, green means you're doing very good. The fuck is that supposed to mean? Green means you're not doing that good. Oh, okay. Thanks,
green means go, red means get your ass back to dungeons.
Well, okay, so I know that it was sometime last year, or maybe the year before, I believe it was last year, that they showed, or maybe it was this year, in the live letter from the producer, or one of the videos, they did show video of the parser running from in-game.
Wow, I don't remember seeing that at all, but
I remember seeing it because people were like, well, why can't we have that? And they're like, well, we have it because they're the developers. I just really want to know the specific stats, because as of right now, the third-party programs are they're not sanctioned by Square Enix. The other thing is that I believe it's ACT doesn't properly
None of
parse. Yeah.
None of them
do.
properly.
None of them
parse dots.
parse. Yeah. So that's a big thing, especially with those jobs that are dependent on dots, like Bard.
Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, Black Mage.
Maybe not Black Mage now, but Black Mage before. You know, you have dots on every melee DPS. Bard has it. I don't know about Machinist, but
Machinist has a dot, and
Summoner is a dot class.
Yes.
So, yes.
Paladin has dots.
Right.
Well, I mean, if a Black Mage is going up against just one mob, they should be having their Thunder on that. And I mean, I've been seeing parties where other Black Mages aren't using it. I'm like, well, why aren't you using it? And they're like, because fire does more damage. I'm like, well, yeah, but
it does. And I don't want to go crazy into a Black Mage rotation, but Thunder is very much an afterthought right now.
I heard that since the last patch, though, that it was not so much. That it is more important. Yeah, I've heard that
the newest patch actually fixed that up some.
Yeah.
Great. That's cool.
Because ever since that patch, since they fixed it, I've been trying to put it more. And I feel like I've seen a difference in my damage output. But I don't have a parse running on my computer because it's kind of shit.
We call that eyeball math.
Yes.
I eyeballed it. It looks good enough. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Legit. So legit. No, I mean, this is a step in the right direction. And really, everybody should just be able to see their DPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it depends. It's going to depend completely upon its implementation, and I understand why they're relegating it only to the beginner's palace. They don't want to.
Go ahead.
No, you first. Go ahead.
No. I think at the very least you should be able to see your own.
I agree.
You know?
I mean, basically what that's going to be, well, tell me what your DPS is. And by relegating it only to beginner's palace, then you're going to prevent any of that exclusionary tactics that, those, quote, high-end elite players that are assholes will use and be like, your DPS is not up to snuff and kick you out. By putting it only... Let's be real. Those people exist. They're assholes.
Right. No, I agree they exist. I just don't think that they're way up there.
Well, I'm not saying they're way up there. I'm just saying they exist and they hear your sub X number and they're going to kick you out, even though their numbers are usually lacking, if you want to be honest.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. So my name is
Dunning-Kruger, and I have a syndrome.
By letting you at least go to a single ostracized location, you're able to sit there, review your DPS, and I'm really hoping it's an actual number and not a green light, red light. And basically see so you can tweak and say, well, your Raging Strikes did this and your fucking Fire 4 did this.
Oh, I don't know if it'll be that.
That's what I want, because honestly, we talked about this before. If you do not give the players the ability to review math and adjust, how are they supposed to know what they need to change? If any player goes in there and sees that their DPS is, quote, below average based on this dummy, that might take them longer to sit there and experiment with different rotations and try and figure out, oh, well, this skill seems to be more potent than the others. It lets them nail that down faster, rather than sitting there and blindly going, well, is it Fire 3 that's the lacking thing? Is it Fire 1? Is it Rage of Halone? There's so many variables within our skills that a person who's trying to optimize their DPS rotation will sit there and basically rack their brain trying to figure out what's the one key skill they want to focus on.
But I mean, people do that regardless.
Well, yeah, they do that now, but they also have numbers to kind of help assuage that frustration. Because if you use ACT, even though it does not give you proper number for dots, they can see that in a percentage scale that this is doing more damage than this. So they want to focus more heavily on X, Y, or Z.
Yeah,
and I think that's important.
I'm wondering how feasible that would be for Square to sort of do that for you, and to be able to give you that information too. Like, that's quite a feat.
It is. It really is.
I mean, yeah, I would want those kind of stats. I want to be able to. I know that I would have to probably do the documentation on my own, regarding these stats produce this amount of damage output. over a certain amount of time, which is important as well. But it's also, I mean, it's also going to be interesting if you are allowed to actually test the mechanics. I mean, it is going to measure your you're going to practice the mechanics, but if the training dummy will be in with those mechanics while it's measuring it, because right now people go, oh, on a training dummy, I do this. Training dummy doesn't always equate to what's going to happen in the raid because you have to move.
Actually, oh man, there was I don't know if it wasn't like super popular, but there was this post on Reddit a long time ago that they were just like training dummy ideas, and it just sort of had like a picture, and they superimposed like ground AoEs, different types of ground AoEs coming out of the training dummy. Obviously, it probably wouldn't kill you or anything, but at the very least would give you some debuff, like a dunce cap or some shit, like, hey, you just got hit. And like, so it allows you to like practice on a dummy that just sort of seemingly does random cone or circle AoEs or whatever AoEs around it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking maybe, because this is a translated version, right? So maybe that's what that means by mechanics and not something like, oh, you get to test drive A1 Savage and test the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it just means it's like a standard dummy that just does random sort of AoE stuff that you can practice to avoid at no penalty to yourself if you get hit.
I seriously hope so, because that would be really cool and super, super useful to people who just they just might not know. And I mean, that happens. And it's something that I try and be conscious about, like, oh, this person's kind of fucking up. And then I have to think, well, maybe they just don't know. Maybe they're new, or maybe they just don't play a lot, or
maybe this is a mechanic they don't see very often.
Yeah.
It's either a mechanic they don't see often, or they don't understand combos. Like I've seen many a paladin or many a whatever insert job here that has like a really hard hitting end of combo move, and they just spam that over and over again.
The Rage of Alone, yeah.
Or Butcher's Block over and over again, Rage of Alone over and over again. You don't do that, even though it has this huge potency number, but then you have to read the fine print and it says combo potency.
Which is another thing that people don't like to do, is just reading the tooltips, which is really helpful.
That is the best advice, aside from, like, if there's two things I would tell someone who's starting to play this game, best two pieces of advice is read your tooltips, do your main story quests.
Yeah.
I only have one other advice, which is stay out the poop. Because that is literally the mechanic in every goddamn fight in this game. Stay out of the poop.
It says that this is a dangerous spot. Guess what? It's dangerous. Don't be there.
Whether you're a tank or DPS, whatever, just don't be there.
Yeah. Reading tooltips.
Yep.
I still remember when the BG was interviewed at the FanFest a couple of years ago, and that was a question that Kamate, I think, asked them. They're like, "Oh, if there's one piece of advice you'd like to give the community," and Caraway was like, "Read your tooltips." So true.
But it is true, and it's something that people miss. They kind of just glance at it, and they're not really reading it and absorbing, oh, this is what it is, and instead just taking, their new ability and going, woohoo, it's just like a Final Fantasy, and my newest ability should be the bestest ability ever.
Right.
Which is not always true.
Why should I fire 3 why should I fire 1 when I can fire 3?
which is horrible. I mean, or people who just continually blizzard because they don't understand.
I'm an ice mage. It's my $15 a month. You can't tell me what to do. I'm an ice mage.
Oh, kill me now.
It's like, why would you do that? Just why?
Like those people walking around wearing whatever weapon they can. And they happen to have like a relic weapon, and it's shiny. Whatever.
That's what glamours are for, honey. That's what glamours are for.
I don't know what glamour. I don't know what glamour means.
Oh, my heart.
Next up, we have the new weapon quest. So if you were a player in 2.0 and you finished your Zodiac weapon, you can see a continuation of it. It's not necessarily a sequel. It's just a new part of it that's going to continue on. And if you're going, what the fuck are you talking about? Zodiac weapon is basically like your super,
relic.
your relic, super
From 2.0.
cool, awesome weapon, just like from any other Final Fantasy game where you're trying to build up to that supreme weapon of choice for your character. That is what a Zodiac weapon is. If you are a Zodiac weapon owner, you can be sure that you will have a little advantage ahead of those who just kind of went and are like, like me.
Name Siri.
Name Calaera. And other people.
I didn't finish mine either.
I thought you did.
Well, I need the items crafted, and then I need to do the victory lap.
Yeah.
I just didn't bother.
I stopped at books.
I stopped at books too.
Yeah. I'm on the second last part, and all I have to do for that second last part is just hand in crafted items. I could just walk to the market board and buy them. I just haven't done it yet.
That sounds very easy compared to books. I'd rather do that than books. Ugh, I hate books.
I know. I'm actually gonna do my due diligence and try it this time. Now that I'm kind of quote on curve with everything.
Right. I mean, you start from zero just like everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, before like I was still leveling my paladin when people were doing Atmas and books and shit. So like I always felt like I was playing catch up. Now I actually want to give it the good old college try and throw my brain into dungeons and just give it a whirl.
Right. PC mustard race. Because consoles need to catch up.
I'll think about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. We have also new Beast Tribe daily quest. If you're wondering about that, again, there's Beast Tribes. You do quests for the good part of the Beast Tribes. Yeah.
The fame or rep, whatever you call it in your MMO.
Mm-hmm. And eventually you'll get rewards that you can buy for X amount of gil.
I want it to be the Nath, and I want that reward to be a flying mount. A flying bug mount.
It will be a flying mount.
Yes.
So the notes say, but who knows? Maybe
I'm pretty
both
sure it's gonna be
and walking.
It's gonna I would be like not surprised at all if it was a moth.
A Wamura.
Yeah, Wamura.
I'd be okay with that. I actually really like the Nath. I think they're pretty cool. So I wouldn't mind doing whatever it takes to kind of get their representative thing.
Samurai cockroaches.
They're samurai cockroaches. Like, in my head, they're like Ninja Turtles, but just grosser.
Yeah. Ravana. Everyone's like, Ravana's so cool. He's huge and wields so many swords and stuff. I'm like, dude, just a giant ant.
That's what I was about to ask. Like, you guys called it a cockroach. I'm like, aren't they ants?
Are they ants, technically?
Ravana looks like an ant to me, but...
What about the Nants?
But those are...
The Nath look gross. I don't know what they are, but they look fucking awesome.
Yeah, well, they don't look like... they don't look like fucking cockroaches either. Because if cockroaches look like that, I would be even more afraid of cockroaches than I already am.
Because they're walking around with like 6 swords, like... Rawr!
Oh, I mean, it's not just that. Don't they have pinchers too?
Oh, God, that's right.
Yeah.
And little, like, rice hats.
Yes, exactly. So... you're so... Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm seeing, like, cockroaches sitting down, being like a wizened old, like, karate master.
No.
Just sitting there, and you get closer and just, like, fucking judo flips you. And then it skitters away in the darkness.
Okay, so I used to live in a place where there were flying fucking cockroaches.
You also lived in tropical hell, so no.
Well, yeah. And so, I mean...
What? You live in, like, Guam?
I just don't
live in Guam?
Yeah. I don't need to remember those things. I don't want
America, fuck yeah! Our cockroaches don't suck! That much.
that much. I mean, they're still here and they infest everywhere.
They're still gross.
They're nasty. Ew, yucky.
Okay, let's stop talking about cockroaches. I'm getting creeped out. I'm not liking this. I'm like looking around my apartment like, I'm good, right?
I bet they're there.
I'm sure they are. Fuck you guys. I'm coming for you.
The Gold Saucer will finally get a new attraction. I'm hoping it is the fucking snowboarding game.
They've been hinting at it for way too damn long. Like I'm expecting it to be the snowboard game at this point.
It's either the snowboard game or is it the motorcycle game? It's a snowboard game, right? That they were talking about before, right?
Yeah, they were talking about like snowboards and like maybe you could customize your board and basically it's a personal race for your best time. That'd be how quote he would do it. And I think that would be fan-fucking-tastic because I love the snowboard game.
I do too. And I didn't finish fucking Final Fantasy VII. But can you imagine?
You'll have time when it gets re-released.
Yes, exactly. But can you imagine how many friendships are going to end? Already they ended from Chocobo racing. Like, who does them anymore? Because all the rage.
Such rage.
I don't, honestly, I have no interest in the Gold Saucer. I think everything there is super half-assed, including the Chocobo racing.
I enjoyed Chocobo racing for what it was in the beginning, and then my wife kind of kicked my ass a bunch in it, and I stopped. I was basically emasculated.
You want some fries with that salt?
Such salt. Oh, all these flavors, I choose to be salty.
I like it because now it's mostly against NPCs, so yay!
So you can't hate an individual person, you get to hate the game.
Exactly.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah.
But going back to Chocobo Racing, they do plan to adjust some of the existing attractions, such as Chocobo Racing. So maybe we'll see something cool, interesting. I would like to have more traps against people, sending them maybe fireballs or ice balls, freeze balls, something balls, whatever. It works. PvP Wolves Den! They're gonna vary the match's opponents by the number of points players earned. Does that make sense?
It basically means you'll be tiered. So it's, like League, you can't. You're a noob. You get paired with noobs.
But then,
which I think is good.
But
it's good.
The idea is good, but no one Wolves Den anyway, so useless.
Oh wait, yeah. Wolves Den. Oh wait, never mind. No, you are correct.
Yeah,
I thought it was a larger scale thing. I didn't read Wolves Den. I'm sorry.
It's pointless. Like Wolves Den as a whole, the whole system, not just the matchmaking part of it, has to be completely reworked before anyone would even care about it. I don't know what, so I'm not even going to be able to answer that question. But from what I've heard from people who have done it and have PvP'd in an arena type thing in other MMOs, that's what they say.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it. I've done Wolves Den, and I don't like it. I actually liked doing PvP arena style in Star Wars. It was Huttball, I think. That was fun, but Wolves Den is not fun at all. It's just... You know what is fun? Houses! Only because I like Sims. I like decorating.
I just throw money into your company chest and then you eventually buy stuff.
Exactly. Well, I'm saving the money so I can get a better house because a new housing system settings will be implemented. I think they're hoping to do moving. Because I know Yoshida mentioned that before in a live letter. He said that he wants people to be able to move from their current house to a new one.
Does that mean your current house, has to be posted into escrow and shit?
Yeah, but
That'd be terrible.
I plan to sell mine, gain the assets from that, and buy a bigger, better house.
Wait, what you should do is you should actually keep your current house. This is important. And then rent it out and treat it as income property. Then use that money as your seed money for your new house. Bam.
But I can't do rental properties in 14.
Damn it.
That
Well,
just
damn, that just killed my whole idea.
I know,
Sell that
exactly. So yeah, I have to sell the shit. So I'm like, I've even started to contemplate selling my plot over in the Mist, but I'm hoping to wait and see if they're
Wait,
going to
Sorry, what's going on with your housing? Like, what are you selling? Which house are you selling?
not my free company house, because our free company house is in Lavender Beds. I have my own personal house in the Mist. It's beachfront property in Excalibur. It's gorgeous. But sometimes I'm like, why am I here? Because I'm at my free company house a lot too. So
You need to. I mean, I know why I would have had it pre 3.0. It would have been gardening
yes, exactly.
and a cheapish teleport to whatever city it's in.
Mm-hmm. Which is what it's used for. The other thing, like what I was hoping for, was that once I did Eternal Bond, I would be able to hide in there and then find a way to trap Orphan in a corner forever and ever and just
But
let him.
they did say that at some point they're doing that though, right? Like that's
Yes.
in the future. So
Yes, they did,
don't
but
let it go.
who knows when it's going to happen? Just like Ishgardian housing, I'm waiting, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping it's going to be soon, but who knows? Who knows? But at least we will be getting a jukebox that can play songs from various areas, and then at each patch they're going to introduce a new one. I'm like, yes, it's like KK Slider.
I was about to say the same thing. Like, I want fucking Go KK Rider so bad. Like, every time I played Animal Crossing, every house, that's the first damn song I requested on Saturday, and that's the only song that played in my house.
Really?
Every time. Never failed. That song is so hype. Wait, whoa, wait. It's the best thing ever.
I usually go for the Asian samurai sounding one. Yeah. And my house usually looks like a mess. But if we get this, I would want the evening music to the Foundation in there, if not Zenith music.
It's so pretty.
Yes, very, very pretty. Other miscellaneous things. Free company name change being possible. A Horsefant minion and portrait will be available. I know people have been asking, begging, and pleading for this, and I guess prayers have been answered.
Because he's the biggest bro of all bros.
He is the biggest bro of all bros, so I'm not so sure about a portrait. I think it'd be kind of scary.
Maybe you can do like the
It would be
Sultana one where she's like watches you.
The eyes
my
move.
Oh,
Right?
shit!
The eyes move as you walk around the room.
No, what I'm
You can target it and lock on and watch the eyes follow you.
It'd be really funny if they did one. It's not just a portrait of him, but there's in the background you could see people naked and exercising. This is just kind of like what you see in the Japanese cutscenes in the main storyline. Is he has people exercising in his office area, and they're kind of half dressed. They're in their skivvies, and it's
half dressed in this game pretty much means you're wearing nada.
And it's just so weird. It's like, what the fuck? And apparently that wasn't in the English North American version or something.
Shocking. We never get anything fun.
Well, I mean, you can see it if you change your language to Japanese. I don't know why that would
Go back and watch that shit.
Yeah.
Like, work harder, man. Yeah.
But you know what? It's even better than that?
But
It's the most awesome dance ever. Ever. It even beats the Manderville dance. It beats the bomb dance.
The Vanu dance.
Yeah! Oh my gosh. I can't wait for that.
yeah, that is some cute shit, and I'm super excited.
You know what? Who would look best doing that dance, though? Not Lalafels. I mean, Lalafel's a given, but I really want to see Rogadin doing it.
Oh, that'd be perfect. I was actually thinking Elizin because her limbs are too long. But
Oh
yeah, I
my
can see
gosh.
Rogan. Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
everyone's looking really cute doing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm really excited. Then we have the sit emote. So then people are gonna sit on the ground differently, which Siri, you said you didn't give a fuck about.
No, so I'm gonna be real. So maybe we'll try and post this in the show notes. But I saw the sit emotes, and a lot of them are basically one race's sit emote given to another race, which is cool because it's a new position. But it's like you look at it and you're like, okay, well, this isn't anything really new. There's one or two that are definitely new, like the Makote female one. She doesn't look like she's hurting her hips, which is
No,
important.
that's the female aura.
Is that the female aura? Well, shit, I haven't played
Mhm.
one, so I don't remember. So who's the new one? The male Auroch is that kind of warlord. No, even that one's been used.
What? No, who has that?
I need to go back and look.
No one has that sit pose.
I'm doing it right now.
The male Rogadin does.
Yeah. So basically, it's a shifting of all of the sit poses.
Wait,
So we're gonna get another one, which
female
is yay.
aura? Female aura, no one has that.
That is the kind of side sit.
No, it's not a side sit. It's where you're sitting on your butt
And your knees are on your shoulder, your elbows and whatnot.
You're hugging your knees.
I think you're right. I think that's the first really new one.
When you're hugging your knees, that's
Oh wait, isn't that Lalafell?
fucking Lalafell, yeah.
See, okay, so I'm not crazy. I wasn't crazy.
No,
I mean,
it's still
it's
kind
not
of
a
neat.
bad thing. It's
have
neat to
more.
have, but I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm less impressed with this than the other stuff that we've talked about tonight.
Well, yeah, but I wanted to sit
you were hella
differently.
hype about it. It was the first thing you
I
talked
know,
about when I talked to you.
am very hype about it because I like that sitting pose compared to the sitting kind of W style because that looks painful.
Like you dislocate a hip.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like she's in pain, and I don't know, and plus the male aura look better doing the whole crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce.
Hey, I'm
wow.
a fucking school teacher.
You're a teacher. That's cute.
I know. So I mean, that's the only way I could describe. Sitting. I guess they call it. The other term I've heard it called is Indian style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cross-legged sitting.
Cross-legged sitting.
Wait. What?
It's you're
It's
crossing.
cross-legged.
Yeah, sitting cross-legged.
Indian what?
It's an older,
I'm
really,
an older
really, really
term.
racist
Like,
American term.
That is I'm like saying, I'm trying to think like, wow.
To be
I
fair, that's
haven't
how I
heard
learned it.
that.
Yeah, that's how I learned it in when I was in kindergarten.
Same. And then eventually we're like, oh, we should sit cross-legged. I'm like, you mean Indian style? Shh, we don't say that.
I know.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, that's so archaic.
It is
right?
archaic.
I'm an old man.
Oh man, look at me now.
But I think the male aura look better doing it than the male Rogadin. Because male Rogadin, their arms are like, Hua! And they look kind of crazy, like they're going to kill you.
I guess it'd be a nice change from my kind of laid-back current pose.
Whatevs. I think options is great.
Yeah, options are good. More options
Yes.
are always better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that I'm less impressed with this than the rest of the notes.
How do you feel then about afro hair?
Oro Senpai is going to look so good.
Oh my
man.
God.
And it better
I
be
was
green.
No.
Full on disappointed. Like, we'll leave the FC and
Yeah.
probably transfer the character, delete my character, if Oro doesn't at least have the afro hairstyle for like a week.
Seriously.
What?
Like, what I want in life, this is all I want, is when this patch drops, we go do like Bismarck or Ravana, and then in the front, as our leader, as our tank right now, is this Ora with big poofy green hair. It's a clear sign that he should be leading us. Green light means go. That's all I want in life.
Yep.
I'm going to fucking
sure
leave
to,
my own free company.
You gotta make sure you display head off.
Well, of course.
I'm going to
Or wear a
leave
tiara.
my own free company. There's no way.
No, Oro needs a perma afro his character. It's like that's it.
No, he does not.
And that is forever a locked out option for him once he chooses it.
It's like, oh, well, you're not allowed to buy any more of these hair cutting token things.
No.
You know he agrees with us too. That's the best part.
You have no say in this. Let's be honest.
What? I am his girlfriend, and I am the person who does things with him behind closed doors. So I have plenty much to say. If you're listening to this, Orphan.
You play Scrabble?
Yeah, exactly.
Scrabble.
Orphan, if you're listening to this, you better not do it forever. I'll allow it for one day.
And by day, she means week.
Nope. No. Their last thing, moving on from afros, because I wish they would go away. We get to finally see our party members TP.
This is the greatest single change this game has ever had.
Exactly.
And when this happens, I'm going to literally shed a small tear. Because no more are we going to rely on a certain monk that we know and love dearly to say, I'm out of TP. We'll know ahead of time. People will sing for him. People will goad him. And he'll continue to punch things into oblivion.
And yeah, we don't have to go, does this person need... maybe?
Well, honestly, for Machinist Bards and Ninja, it's a great goddamn change. Because you're not guessing anymore. You're not having to stop your rotation for the briefest of seconds to type in, does anyone need TP? Or ask in chat. It's like you can see it, and even though we're not going to get a numerical value from what I'm hearing, the visual alone is, oh, that person's at half TP, I better sing, or I should goad that person.
You know, they should rename it. Goad?
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 Yeah, I'm gonna goad you on. Come on, Britt, let's go! Hit that shit!
Let's goad.
Let's goad. Shit, I have a new macro for my ninja. Let's goad!
You
Too good.
I'm gonna get kicked from so many dungeons.
Yes, you are gonna get kicked. I'm just not gonna do dungeons with you when you're ninja. I'm like, nope. Not doing it.
Party macros are always like the hit or miss. A lot of the times it's like, ooh, why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Dark Knights. Oh, Dark Knights.
I have not seen a lot of Dark Knights.
Back to the emo. Oh, the darkness from my heart will draw you to me or something.
My sword is the one that shall rend the heavens and tear apart your soul. Oh god, I saw that one the other day. It made me so sad.
Really?
The worst are the ones that start with ellipses. Oh, the pain. It's just dark.
Now I need.
Darkness shall consume you all. No, actually, it was just ... darkness consume you, and then the little auto translate for his skill. What's the one that they use that the point blank AOE like Flash? Unearth or something like that.
Oh yeah, well that's Unearth. Yeah, it's an AOE one. Yeah.
Yeah, the point blank red and black AOE. Yeah, it was ... darkness consume you all, and it's all you saw in the dungeon, and I wanted to tear out my own eyeballs.
Those are the pros.
Exactly. They're so pro. I think I'm going to do that too. I'm going to just put that as my macro. And Siri, you promised that you would help me level that job.
And I will gladly go in the dungeon with you, and then I'm going to step macro off, and I'm just going to stop healing you.
More like, you know what? I think I'm just going to B-list you.
Mute Kala.
Time to say all the shit I want about Siri. Woohoo!
Yay!
And I think that's all that we have. We wanted to make sure that we got this episode out before Friday's stuff broadcast. We're gonna record
thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think most, if not all of us, will be missing. Oh wait, no. Siri's got it.
I'm gonna watch it too.
I'm hella watching that. I'm gonna be drunk as shit.
Wait, do you guys know what time it starts? Maybe I can just watch it at work.
It's going to start. I have to unclip my notes.
I'm sorry.
No, that's alright. It's going to start at 8 p.m. Pacific on Friday.
Oh.
You can watch it on Nico, YouTube, and Twitch.
Oh, 8 p.m. Pacific. That means I definitely will miss it.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Yeah. If it
I'll
was
be
like
able
8
to
a.m., I could watch probably most of it, if not all of it, from work. Or, well, most of the first like 8 somewhat hours.
So you're going to be working at 8 p.m.?
No, 8. I said 8 a.m. If it was like at 8 a.m.,
Oh.
I could have watched most of it.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
But it starts at 8 p.m., so no.
Oh,
It's
well.
funny because we haven't done our introductions yet.
Really?
Intros?
Yeah.
Oh!
Wait, what?
Hi, welcome to episode something.
No, I did do
No,
that.
that's totally done. We totally did that.
It's just I didn't introduce the host.
Right, that's what I mean. I'm
Well,
going.
we're gonna
back
end
to-
it with the introductions.
Yeah, it's like, and I'm Jeff signing off.
Well, you can't sign off yet because I need to tell people where they're supposed to go.
Oh wait, yes. And this is Cala telling you stuff.
We're the best at this.
If you want to find us, you can find us on our site at sequencebreak.com. If you want to find us on iTunes, you can find us under SBXIV or, search up Final
Please
Fantasy
rate us.
XIV. Yeah. If you want to find us on Twitter, you can find us at SBXIV. And I believe we're going to have more Sequence Break news coming up in our next episode, which will be recorded on Saturday, the 22nd?
Sure.
Yes?
Yeah.
We'll pretend.
It's the 22nd, yes.
Fully trust in your dates.
Of course, you should, because I know how to count, obviously.
It's because you're Asian. Good at math. Her.
Let's not even go there. I had to do someone's math today. A coworker's math. Anyways, I think that is all. So, Siri, have anything to say?
Nope. Just, you can follow me on Twitter. CIRRI. How do I spell my name? I got distracted by an
Why
M
Siri has the first name?
It's CIRRISIAN. Yay. That doesn't work. Fuck it. It worked.
Jeff!
Nailed
Okay.
it.
Nailed it!
You nailed him, or?
Ooh.
Pretty sure he nailed the name.
Okay. That works too. Do you have anything else?
Me? Oh.
Yeah, you!
Yes. Oh man. Something about Twitter. I don't even care. It's fine. You guys don't need to know it. I'll probably tell you next episode. Or I probably told you guys last episode. I actually just want to say I recently met a friend of mine that I met on Twitch and found out that he listens to this. So he's probably going to listen to this. So I just want to say, what's up? And his name's More Coffee Dude on Twitch. And I have no idea what his game name is now, but he's on Hyperion. So hi to him and hi to all his FC members.
Cool. And obviously you know who I am, because I am me. And that's the way it ought to be, I think. I don't know. You can find me on Twitter at CALAERA. If you want to email us, did I say that? Podcast at
Yes.
zontensuken.net. No, I did not. I said where
No.
you can find our website. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or you can just email me at Calaera at zontensuken.net. We could use questions, comments, anything you want, because all of that would be good. I believe our website is being fixed right now by Orphan, who said, I am going to make a really nice professional website. So if it's not...
We can blame him.
Exactly.
Or email us suggestions for the site if you things that you like, things that you don't. That'd be great.
Exactly. But other than that, we shall say adieu. Adieu.
Adieu.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.